Hello everybody, welcome to not a review edition of Keith's Beer Reviews. I just got back from a road trip to get my beer haul. Just thought I'd show you what I picked up today. My main reason for going was a 120-mile drive to get there. I got myself 3 bottles of Smokestack, Boulevard Smokestack Collaboration 2. This is collaboration they did with Deschutes. This is a white IPA. I've seen a couple reviews on it. Sounds very interesting. I'm looking forward to try it. I got one maybe set back and maybe one to trade if there's anybody who can get Deschutes and can't get Boulevard and might want to try this one and could get me a Deschutes. I would appreciate it. But I do have 3 of the Collaboration 2. You get that back in the cooler. I picked up a 4-pack of the Tank 7 Farmhouse Ale in the small bottles. It's got the nice Tank House or Smokestack series cap. Every Smokestack series I've had so far has been in the big bottle with the cage and the cork, so I don't have any of these caps, so I'm definitely going to save one of these caps. Unfortunately, only 3 of these bottles made it back. They were in the cooler when I bought them, and they were in the little 4-pack, and they didn't put them in a bag, and started to take it out of the back of my truck, and apparently they'd soaked through the bottom of the carrying case, and two of them hit the concrete. Fortunately, only one of them broke, so I still have 3 bottles of the Tank 7 in the small bottle. Never had it in the small bottle, had it in the big bottle. So I'm looking forward to trying that. I got another 4-pack that fortunately made it all the way. It's one I've never tried. It's their Dark Truth Stout. This is 9.7% ABV. I'm really looking forward to trying this. All 4 bottles of this made it back. I was at the same place. I picked up. There's a small, I guess it's a brew pub in Ames, Iowa, just north of Des Moines. I picked up 3 of their beers. Picked up their Dinky Wheat, which is a Belgian style ale. I picked up the Long Face Amber. I like that picture of the horse on there. It's their amber ale. What does it say exactly? I guess it's just a Long Face Amber Ale. And I picked up their Sodbuster Stout Ale. It says Stout Ale. I also picked up 3 Lakefront beers that I can't get. They're Eastside Dark. They got their nice little, I could buy these as mix and match. I got their Cream City, which I've heard good things about and never had. And I picked up their Organic ESB. I mean, the Lakefront beers I've tried, I've really liked all of them. I really like their Fuel Cafe. Also, and then I went to a place called Beer Crazy. It's primarily for brewers. They sell all the supplies you need for brewing. But I picked up a few there. I picked up the Omegang Aphrodite. I'm looking forward to trying that one. It's fermented with Brett yeast, malt beverage with natural flavors and grains of paradise, and it's got bread in it. So that sounds good. I picked up 2 versions of Laughing Dog's Dogfather. I bought their Imperial Stout. What's the ABV on that? I don't see anywhere on the glass, on the thing here. And then I bought their Dogfather aged in old bourbon barrels. So I'm looking forward to trying both of those and comparing the difference. Samuel Smith's I've seen reviews of. I've never had, never seen it on the shelf near where I live. their Yorkshire Stingo. So looking forward to trying that also. I got 2 unibrews that I've never had before. I'm guessing that's pronounced ephemery. And I got their Blanche de Chambly. Neither one of which I've had before, so I'm looking forward to trying those. I also bought, I got 2 different ones of the Lips of Faith series that I've never had before. I got their Super Cru and their Grand Cru Abbey Ale. After I did this, and there'll be a video following, I went and visited the Peachtree Brewery just south of Des Moines in Knoxville, Iowa, and got a tour there. It was really interesting. They had a couple beers on tap that they're not even going to bottle. The one I tried the full glass of was a Hefeweizen, which I'm glad I did, because it was very, very good. I wish they'd bottle it. And they also had a Kolsch that they were just trying out on tap. All the other beers on tap I've already had in the bottles, so I didn't try them. And I just tried a sample of the Kolsch, but it was good. It was very good. But their Hefeweizen was excellent. So I'm hoping maybe they start putting that in a bottle too. But all in all, it was a very good day. So anyway, I'm going to get back home, get these videos edited, and I've got a couple of I got a couple of the Dark True Stout in the fridge. Hopefully, maybe I can review one here, maybe later this evening, or tomorrow for sure. So, till next time, everybody, keep drinking good beers, and there'll be a short video to follow my tour of the Peachtree Brewery. Apparently, when I got there, I took what I thought was a video of the outside of it, but this is a touch screen on this camera. Apparently, I just shut it off, so it starts out in the pub room. So, and a quick tour, and then I went back in. There were some other people wanted to tour, and I hadn't seen the bottler, which I thought was pretty darn small, but apparently it gets the job done because they're supplying about 5 states. So, anyway. Following this will be a short video of my tour of the Peachtree Brewing Company. It was a good day. Later, everybody. Inside, they just did open up. Ben, the bartender, is going to call the brewmaster to give me a tour. Had one customer coming in and buying some beers. Pretty nice little setup, much better than that Hub City setup. So we'll wait till Ben gets back, and there's their, if I can zoom in on that, what they have on tap today. So I'm gonna grab some food, sample a couple beers, get a tour, and be back with you later. And I'm here with Scott. He's one of the owners of Peachtree.
Peachtree, yep.
And I guess this must be a down day. Everything's quiet here. Yes. And I think I must have, there we go. I can back off on the focus. He's kind enough to take me on a tour of the brewery. So.
Yeah. Well, this is our Sadco system. Something very similar to what you've seen at Dogfish Head. We all kind of do the same thing as we do our test batches on here before they get brewed on the big system. And then we'll do some small batches just for fun in here. So if it goes over well, we do put it out in the tap room, and it usually gets gobbled up pretty quick. And then we go to the big kettle if the people demand it. So this is our root beer tank. It actually came from Fairfield, Iowa. It was used to make tofu. So
oh, okay.
We used that to make our root beer.
At least you're going to make something that tastes good.
That's right.
Because you do sodas too.
We do a root beer that we do bottle, and then we kind of mix up our other sodas, and they're not something that we package. It's just for the locals.
Yeah.
So we're a 20-barrel brewery. So we brew 620 gallons each brew. We've got our mash tun, our kettle, our hot liquor tank, and then two 20-barrel fermenters and three 40-barrel fermenters.
Okay.
And here in the next 2 weeks, we'll be getting three more 40-barrel fermenters, and that will pretty much fill up the place. So
yeah, really.
That'll put us at maximum production.
And I see you got some Templeton rye barrels too.
We did. We actually ran short on kegs, and we know I can't remember. Is it Keith is the distiller up there, and so we called him and told him we ran out of kegs and we needed to see if he had any barrels. And so we picked up 25 barrels, and so we put our red ale in these. And
Oh, that should be
I'm
interesting.
gonna age this. We've got some rye and some red in these. So
That's the rye porter.
in a year, the rye porter and
Yeah.
and the red rambler. So we'll check those out in a year and see how they taste.
Oh, you're gonna do them a year?
Yeah, at least a year.
Oh, wow.
So we come on back and I'll get the light turned on. This is the middle room. That's where it all starts. We got a 50,000 pound capacity silo out back. That's for our base malt. It sits just on the other side of that wall, and then we auger that in into the mill, give it a quick coarse grind, and then auger it over into the grist case. And we're on about 1,200 to 1,500 pounds of grain per 20 barrel batch. So, and then the rest of our specialty malts are bag malts. Most of those come from Cargill just because of their international products. The best part is a cooler
Oh, yeah.
where we go in the summertime when the water's dripping off the ceiling. It's so hot and humid in here. This is where we'll come take a break and grab a root beer or whatever pleases us.
So how does your kegs versus bottling?
We're about a 70-30 split, bottles over kegs. So and now that we brought on two distributors in the state of Iowa, and that's now turned that more towards I wouldn't say it's 50-50, but they're able to get more draft
Yeah.
accounts. So that's been real good for us. It's both our bottles and kegs are the commodity that you need the most, and they take the longest to get. Ours are embossed, or our bottles are the stubby bottles, and they come from out of country. So those things
Right.
are things that you need to have and don't ever seem to have enough of. So we're steam fired, no direct fire for our mash tun or kettle.
And how do you power the steam then?
Everything's jacketed, so the boiler actually generates the steam.
Right.
And then the
But I mean, is
jackets-
it gas or electric or?
It's gas.
Yeah.
Yep. And then all the tanks are jacketed, so that we get an even heat through. Most importantly for the kettle, so we get an even heat through all the boil. Yeah.
Obviously
mash tun-
not brewing now, but.
No, this yesterday, and so this one's got slotted plates in here. So the grain bed and that then acts as our filter, and then
Right.
we'll sparge that. We'll just continuously run it over there until it runs clear, and then pump it over to the kettle. And you're more than welcome to jump up there and
Take a peek, huh?
take a peek. Yep.
Let me do that. I guess they're both pretty much the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
Down inside there.
And you gotta get in there about once a month and screw it out.
Do you actually climb inside and do it?
Just climb in there and do it.
Yeah. And what are those two over there? The two tanks over
Those are
there?
called bright tanks. or some people call them government tanks. That's where we actually take our barrelage readings for tax purposes, and that's where we force carbonate.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it, Scott.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now I'm going to go back out and enjoy some more.
In a crate. So I was like, this is our bottling line. So we have a pressure sensitive labeler here, and so it's really a 3-person job. So we have one person who stand over here and take our bottles. Basically, it's beer in hand, take a bottle. This is your job all day.
No, bottles have to be sealed and all that stuff.
Right. These are manufactured in.
They come in clean.
Yeah. They come right off the firing line, so they've been at temperatures that kill bacteria.
All the way from Portugal.
Yeah.
They couldn't make your bottles here cheap.
Nobody in the U.S. That makes this particular bottle.
Yeah, that is like the old-fashioned beer bottle.
Yeah, so we called Red Stripe and said, hey, can we use your bottle? They said, no, we bought the rights to the bowl. We can't use that
Because
bottle."
Red Stripe, you can open one bottle with the other bottle. You ever see that? Red Stripe.
Side by side.
When you go to Jamaica
Okay.
and you get a Red Stripe and you get another Red Stripe, you can take that Red Stripe and open that bottle with the other. It's got to open underneath.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
I tell people that.
So what are all these things?
So what we'll do is,
Yeah.
I can't get to the labels right now, but they come in a
Oh, this is
1,000 ml spool. So the spool sits on there, feeds it through here. There's the time and date stamp through here, and then weaves its way around.
But yeah,
Oh, I see, so you would have the labels all around it, and then as the bottle's going through, it'll put the labels on the bottle.
Yep, so it runs through here, and then, so the label comes this way, the bottle hits this rubber mat, spins, and then this pushes that on there. It's got a little eye, so it senses the bottles and shoots that through. So they just go down here, and then they slide down, we spray that down with silicone, and that slides all the
So
bottles.
where do you fill the bottles?
Right here.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, so this is a Maheen filler. It's a small operation that we use out of Brewery in Washington, and he's a hell of an engineer, so we sent him our bottles. Said we need a bottler to do this. So it's a 6-head filler, and does over, I think, 38 bottles a minute. So which doesn't seem real fast, but
yeah, it does.
this guy picks up a case at a time, turns around and drops it in a case, seals the case, stacks it, turns back around just in time to catch.
Yeah, that's
So
all.
I tried to run this end once and didn't get back to it before the first line dropped off the end. So one guy will stand over there, he'll get up to CO2, and then to the carbonated beer, and then we'll go in and then we'll do two CO2 purges, get all the air out of there, fills it up, and then we'll shoot.
So any of these are full? I mean, the barrels you got
All
here?
barrels are full, yep. These are Temple and Rhine up in.
I can see that those aren't exactly the same as those same sizes.
Yeah.
They're similar.
Yeah.
They're similar. Oh, good idea.
So we ran out of kegs one day, and we know the distiller up at Temple and Iowa, and we called him and said, hey, we don't have any kegs, we have any barrels. So he's like, yeah, what do you want? So we took no, not one. So we dumped some red and some rye in the rye whiskey barrel. So yeah, and then we use Cargill, and that's just because of their global reach.
Yeah.
You know, we can get stuff from Belgium and Germany and some of that
This
stuff.
also
So-
come from,
Yeah, I do want to ask one question. I
there's
noticed
some good
a lot of
hops in
your
my
beers,
States.
do all of your beers use Belgian yeast?
There's some.
No, like our red ale uses an American,
We had a lot of
American
Cascade.
ale yeast.
Cascade
Okay.
hops. I mean, there's a lot of good American hops. That's American hops.
Yeah,
Cascade.
yeah, most of them come out of Washington.
Yeah, Washington. That's what I'm saying.
Washington,
Yeah, Cascade. Yeah, that's Oregon, right?
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Hey, this beer's really
So,
good.
yeah, a couple of those.